talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Moore, the man in motion.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Hurts.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It was Bryant Cook who made the tackle. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a first and goal.
Barkley going to be hit and net at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
Touchdown!
Grant Calcaterra.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a second and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Hey, 57, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elijah Moore.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Yellow. Body. Attack, attack. At 57. Hero 15. 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes now to throw. Caught Kelsey, left side.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
43. Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Wait. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from a yard out.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
73.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
42-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
I don't need to. I call it yellow. Oh, there it is.
Mahomes going to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, 40 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 3. More the motion man. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. In motion left comes Brown. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chiefs 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mahomes will do it himself. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Again, it's Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's go on, 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And remember, field goal doesn't look good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
43. Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and able to work his way down to the 16.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mahomes.
And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 11.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now 1st and goal. Mahomes will throw.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday. 80. Hey, 43, 15. Fire down these two.
One final try from Mahomes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none big.